I do want to give a quick shout out to MKBHD and his Panels app because by watching a 30-second advertisement, I could download this awesome 1080p standard definition orange wallpaper for my phone. So thank you, Marquez. I really appreciate that. Really, thank you. So before I go into this unboxing video, just a little backstory. I was supposed to receive this phone on the 20th when they released, and my wireless carrier, which is Spectrum, screwed up my order. I placed an order for a 512 gigabyte black titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max. Instead, they sent me a iPhone 16 Pro. I had to order another one, and the black titanium for Pro Max was on back order till middle of October. So they had to send me the only color they had, which is the natural titanium. Now, it's not my first choice, but I did go to an Apple store to see it in person. What you see on video and what you see in photos on their website won't always match what you can see in person with your own eyes. So this one does give me some kind of PS1 vibes, and we are in the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, finally got the phone 5 days later. I always say better late than never, but it's only if you are the reason for something being late. If you can't control it, then it's not good to be late. But here we are, unboxing of the iPhone 16 Pro Max Natural Titanium. I usually try to do 2 cameras at the same time, but I can't right now, so we'll just transition and figure this out as we go. So for some reason, my carrier decided to put this sticker on the box, and it kind of ruins it for me, ruins the box, but it is what it is, right? So here we go. We got the tabs on the back of the box. So we're just gonna start with the top one and pull it out like so. I don't upgrade my phone very often, so of course I'm having some difficulties with the box, but some people have been talking, is this worth the upgrade if you have an iPhone 15? Well, probably not, but I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, so for me it is worth the upgrade to get these enhancements. And here we are, natural titanium. As I said, it does look different in different lighting, whether you have it on video or look at the photos on Apple's website, whether you're in a store or outside. So part of it does give me vibes of like my current Mac desktop, and other vibes are like a PS1 classic. So there's that. So we're gonna take it out, and here is of course the braided USB-C cable. And I'm not gonna go into the rest of the box. It's just like paperwork that you don't read. There's no headphones, no charger brick, no SIM tool because it's an eSIM. So I'm gonna go apply a screen protector to this, and we're gonna go do some more stuff with this phone and more discussion. So I'll be right back in a minute. All right, here we are out the box. I did get a really crappy screen protector from Amazon, so I will be getting another one to put on this device. But as I said, natural titanium, it is supposed to be the 512 gigabyte model, so I will turn it on and do the whole process and see if that is what I got, considering the order got screwed up already. Of course, the new feature, or one of the new features, is of course the new camera button on the side, which Apple doesn't want to confirm that it's a button. I'm trying to get it to focus here. There we go. And I did tell myself I wasn't gonna get a Apple case. I did go on Amazon. I bought one. They came with that screen protector. If I can find my case here quickly, I know I should be more prepared, and I do apologize. But here is one from Amazon. It does have, of course, the MagSafe included, but it also has this little cool stand on the back, which you can then use to have your phone standing up on the side. And for the camera button, it's a little cutout. It's not an actual button or anything. It's a little cutout right there. For you to actually press the physical button of the camera itself. But I did go to an Apple store. I was curious about how their official cases work with the camera button, especially with you having to slide your finger on the button for different features. And they did say they have that ceramic glass thing to allow you to do the pass over for your finger to go through. And honestly, I was sold, and I ponied up the money and got a Apple iPhone case. I got the stone gray, I think it's called, because it'll match best with the natural titanium, at least primarily. So just a real quick unboxing. We'll get the tab out right here, get this thing to focus in the middle, open it up and see how it compares to the other cases. I haven't had a case of these since the iPhone 13. I didn't buy 14 or 15. I don't know how much the cases have improved from then to now, but just from the feel of it already, from taking it out of the box, it's exactly the same thing. It feels the same material, probably the same durability. Not that it will break your phone, but when you drop this thing a few times, it will of course peel along the edges, and that's not good. But of course it has the little sapphire crystal glass, whatever cutout thing. If I can get it to focus for you guys, I have another view here for me to see. There we go. You can see it for a second there. It was just there, right there. That's how you would use the camera control on the case. Of course, with the phone, you do get the USB-C cable. It is braided, which is cool, much more durable than the standard cables that you get for any other device. It is USB-C to USB-C, like the previous iPhone. But what you may not know is with this iPhone, it does support fast charging if you plug it in for up to 45 watts, and it does support wireless charging with the MagSafe charging up to 25 watts. Finally, and of course you need a faster charging brick to charge wirelessly for that faster speed. But if you want to do wired, you got the cable right here to plug it in, but of course you will need to have a fast charging brick to do so, and you don't get that in the box anymore. So I went ahead and got a charging brick from Anker on Amazon. This was 20 bucks for a 45 watt charging brick. Camera focus, there we go. Yep, 20 bucks for a 45 watt charger brick. Not bad at all. Where's my box cutter? Here it is. Which is not bad at all, honestly. But with the charging puck for the MagSafe, that's going to be an issue because I have a MagSafe puck from the OG when it was on the 13, and it's not going to be compatible with this faster charger as far as I know. I believe they said you have to buy the newer version of the puck, and 40 bucks is a bit steep for that, but it has been 3 years since I last bought the charger, so maybe I'm due for an upgrade. So here we are with the 45 watt charging brick from Anker. Let me rip the plastic. And of course, I did have to go with a similar color to the phone in the case, but I think it's what they only sell anyway. It's like dark gray / black. So that's really all they had. I didn't find any other colors, but it does have a fold out connector, which is cool, and it charges one device. There are some that will charge 2 devices at a time rather than 1 if you want to go that route, but I only need 1. So let's go ahead and see how these phones look in the case, or how the phone looks in the cases. Excuse me, I only have 1 phone. So here is the 16 Pro Max. Here's the case I got from Amazon. Does it fit perfectly? And it does. That's how it'll look, and of course it has that little stand on the back so you can display it and watch your movies. And I'll probably do B-roll of it, but it is pretty sturdy. It's there. I used to use a magnetic pop socket, but it's gotten weak and it won't stay up, but this is definitely pretty durable. And with the Apple one, I probably will save this for like a night on the town or whatever. I'll go out on date night and with my girlfriend and probably put this on to have the phone get that classy look. So I'll go and boot this thing up and I will get everything transferred over, and we'll talk about a few things with the phone. Already my screen protector is kind of popping out because it was a really crappy screen protector from the case that came with the case. So like I said, I'll buy another one, but let me go ahead and start everything up and I'll jump into another part of the video next. So yes, as it already has been established, I am late to the party, about 5 days late because of my carrier being, horrible with the order, but I do have everything copied over for the most part. My accounts are mostly signed in, and I do want to give a quick shout out to MKBHD and his Panels app, because by watching a 30-second advertisement, I could download this awesome 1080p standard definition orange wallpaper for my phone. So thank you, Marquez. I really appreciate that. Really, thank you. But seriously, a quick side note, I actually did use the phone's built-in wallpaper creator to make a second orange wallpaper, and they're almost identical from what I made on my own and what I got from the app. So just a side rant about Marquez dropping the ball on that one. But I got the phone, as I said, natural titanium, got the stone gray case, and it does have kind of like the PlayStation 1 aesthetic to it, the classic PS1 look to it, which I am digging it. I did want the black titanium, but it is what it is. Very interesting device so far. It is a bit different in terms of how the display looks, in terms of the text size and how the text looks. Very different. I have to get used to that. Having to use a different app for your passwords, that was quite interesting. I didn't know about that, but I had to go into the app, make sure everything was updated and everything is good to go. They're trying to do more security with the device, which is awesome. Less people trying to steal your personal information, less people trying to go into your passwords and your accounts. That's awesome. So I want to talk about the action button, the little one on the side, because I didn't have an iPhone 15, so I have no experience with the action button, and I have it set for my flashlight. I did a live chat on Apple's website and I said, hey, if you change the action button to something other than ringer or silent, how do you change your phone to be on silent? And they said you gotta go to your settings, go to your sound, and change it from there. And I thought it was too much of a hassle. Why would anyone do that? Just keep the action button for ringer and silent. But I did go to the Apple Store. I talked to a guy there. He said you can go to the Control Center, which is also new and updated with iOS 18, and we'll probably get more updates with iOS 18.1, which I'll talk about in a bit. But if you can try to see, hopefully there, I'll have the phone kind of focus on it. But that little button right there that's in white, that is the ringer and silent button. So I can then use that for ringer and silent, and then keep my action button for flashlight or whatever else I decide to do with it. So that's pretty cool. Other stuff I want to talk about with the phone is, I guess, what it offers this time around. If you have an iPhone 15, would it be worth the upgrade? Because again, I'm coming from an iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is what I'm using currently to record this video, and I have pretty good camera. I think this is a pretty good camera quality right now, but this will get you better camera from that one. You do have the 48 megapixel camera, the 48 ultra wide pixel. I think I already spoke about this already. Of course, the new camera button on the side that is going to be doing some really great things. I have it opened up there again. So I'm going to be doing some more videos with that as well. But I did hear about a feature that is not going to be included right now. It's saved for iOS 18.1 with the camera. I don't remember what it was exactly. Some kind of smart focus, I think. Don't know much about that. So when those updates come out, I can talk about it. But the AI, the Apple Intelligence, not artificial intelligence, Apple Intelligence, they are not available right now. Everyone has been saying it. Well, for the most part, really, Marques has been saying it. But it's interesting that they talk about this new feature and they brag about it, but it won't be available until the middle of October, and that's the beginning updates and the beginning features, and possibly still in a beta mode. But over the next few months and into next year, more of those features and updates will be released. So it's crazy that they would release a phone now without these iOS updates and are saving it for later. And it comes back to that old comment from Marques himself that said, never pay for something that's like promised or whatever, that kind of thing. And yet here we are. You know, I went with the phone because mine is 3 years old, and I did my waiting. You know, Sirius Black, did my waiting, I upgraded, and I am quite impressed so far. I am want to testing. I'm gonna test out the phone with the camera. I want to see how gaming looks.
This just keeps getting worse.
Un forastero.
Let myself out.
Movies on the phone, how it sounds, how it looks, and I do want to do a quick audio record test with this phone as well, and switch from the 13 Pro Max to the 16, so you can get some kind of comparison as well. I know this video is a bit crazy and last minute, but it's what we have, so deal with it, right? Here we go. So this is with the phone itself, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, no microphone plugged in, no extra stuff. And just to show you, here's my 13 Pro Max. Here's the two cases. I didn't put the case back on because it was just quicker to just unplug it and go from there. But with me getting a new phone 3 years later and having to change my accessories from my Lightning to USB-C, while yes, it would be better, my Mac is USB-C, my iPad mini is USB-C, I have some accessories that would need to be changed as well. I actually have, I can find it here somewhere on my desk, a microphone, a shotgun microphone that plugs right into the phone. Just give me 1 second, I'll find it. I need another light here to find it. There it is. I have one of these Rode Video ME mics, and it's a lightning lightning port, lightning plug, if I can get it to focus on it. There we go. And because I use phone cases, I had to buy a adapter to extend the lightning port so that it can connect to the phone and still keep a case on. And one thing I like about this microphone is that it is a shotgun mic, so it does focus primarily on the audio in front of you. And it does have a 3.5 meter jack on the back of the microphone. Focus on that. So you can plug in some headphones and you can hear the audio of what you're recording, so you can do some directing, like speak louder, speak lower, that kind of thing. So I would have to buy another one of these as a USB-C if I want to use that option, or I do have one of these that sits on like a cold shoe mount, and it has the 3.5 cable with one of the 3.5 to USB-C adapters I have that can plug it into the phone as well. But with that, I do lose the option to stand behind the camera with headphones on to hear the audio, to hear the subject if I am doing that kind of thing. So one of these is like $60 to $80, something like that. And I don't think I can buy a Lightning to USB-C adapter that would work. I might have one and it didn't work for my iPad. So I'll test it out, see what I can do with it, and hopefully figure out something, but I'm not rushed. I have time to do it. So that's, this part of the video. So we'll go into some final thoughts here as well as I close up this video finally. So I went ahead and removed the orange wallpaper, the terrible, stupid wallpaper from MKBHD, and I went back to one of my defaults, my Spider-Man wallpaper. I am using the cheaper Amazon case, which is not a bad case at all. It's much more cost effective than this one, and it has another feature to it. But final thoughts, I am noticing a bit of a difference in the camera angle in terms of the zoom from the 13 to the 16 with the cinematic recording. But like I said, I will do much more larger testing over the next couple of days and have a much more longer review for you guys. This video was kind of last minute thrown together. Even my camera angle is all messed up. All you see is this part of me. You can't see any more of me, but I do want to go into some testing over the next few days with recording and video recording and photo taking and gaming, and also YouTube and streaming. I also have, I've probably mentioned it on the channel before, like a camera grip. Let me grab it for you. One of these Ulanzi camera grips, and it has the light attachment, which is right here. And this is pretty good for photography because you can just put your phone on it like that with the MagSafe. And originally I would use, or I guess previously with the 13, I would use the built-in shutter button to, take photos and video. But now with the new camera button on the side, it might make things a bit more difficult because of how stretched out it is over here. If I can get a good picture view. And the shutter is all the way back here, so I might have to mess around with it before I would use my thumb to just change the zoom of the camera. So I might not get to do that with this product, and maybe I'll have to buy a different kind of grip, but I can still use the 13. I'm not trading in my 13. They're only going to save me like $11 per month on my bill with Spectrum, but my bill is already so cheap with Spectrum anyway, so I'm going to keep this 13. I can do it for 2 different camera angles, or one for me and one for an unboxing of the table. When I do the podcast every Friday, when we have those videos out, I can use this phone, both phones really, to record, because I normally would use the iPad mini and it hasn't been great with video quality, so I'll get the better quality with both phones as well. So that's pretty much it for the unboxing. Just to recap, new phone, 2 new cases, one from Amazon, one from Apple, and the 45-watt power brick from Anker from Amazon. And I think that's everything I got so far. I do have here one of the old charging pucks, and I did put a D-brand skin on the front of it, but I will have to buy a new one for that faster wireless charging. And I mean, that's just the game of Apple, right? It's the Apple ecosystem. So there's that. I won't be upgrading my Apple Watch. I have the last one they made, I believe, last year's Apple Watch, which is fine. It works. So I was sticking with that, and I might get some new AirPods soon. We'll see. Yes, I'm an Apple fanboy now. I mean, for a few years, actually 3 years or so. I got 2 Macs and an iPad, so that's just the name of the game. But I'm excited to dive into this much more. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's been crazy, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I promise you, I will be doing more videos for this very soon. So have a good night. See you guys later. Peace out.